What is going on, guys? Devin with Brattain Sports Performance. Are you looking to take your vertical jump to the next level this offseason? Well, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's Coach's Corner. So when we're looking at the offseason, we want to break this down into segments. And the first segment that you're going to run into is your GPP segment, your general physical preparedness. So what we want to be doing here is we want to be taking your body from playing shape into training shape. We want to get your body feeling good again. So we want to work on things like pliability, mobility, flexibility. And this is where we're going to incorporate a lot of time under tension work, eccentrics, isometrics, that are going to allow your tissue to really grow strong and grow resilient to a lot of the impacts that you're going to be going through. And this is going to be very non-specific stuff. So maybe we may not even be incorporating a lot of jumping. We just want that tissue, that soft tissue, that connective tissue to be really strong again so that you can be healthy moving into the next couple of phases. And then we're gonna get into just our general strength and power phase. So we wanna be building a lot of strength that's gonna help increase that force output. So when we look at force output and the ability to jump high, we need to produce a lot of force in a short amount of time, so your rate of force development. In order to produce a lot of force quickly, we need to be able to produce just a lot of force. So we're gonna work on things like your strength and your power. And so we're going to build that strength, and then we're gonna work on that power, which is how much of that strength can you use in a short amount of time. And then we're gonna start introducing our plyometric training. So as we introduce our plyometrics, our jumps, we wanna slowly introduce our body to these movements so that we're not overloading those tendons and that connective tissue. If they can only hold, or they only have so much capacity at a time. So we slowly introduce these plyos to be able to channel that strength and that power that you've been developing into the patterns that we want, our jumping patterns. So we're gonna start really simple, and we're gonna start with low volume. Once we start pairing those plyometrics with our strength and our power exercises, then we can start focusing on how well we can do those plyos, and we can start expanding on that. So we can go from simple things like box jumps, to approach box jumps, to hurdle hops, to depth jumps, where we're slowly increasing the intensity of those plyometrics as your body becomes more prepared for that. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna require your body to be able to produce and accept a lot more force in a much shorter amount of time, which then in turn is going to help improve that vertical jump. And we're doing all of these things in specific force vectors. So we're working on our ability to put force straight down so we can go straight up. So now everything's pieced together. We spent time making sure that our body feels good. We're able to move, we're able to train without any pain. Then we build that strength foundation. We channel that to power. We're able to produce that force quickly. We're in rate of force development, so we're able to produce a large amount of that force in a very short amount of time. We've introduced plyos, so we're doing that in a specific pattern that's gonna translate to your vertical jump. We've progressed these plyos, so we've gotten them more advanced. We're dealing with more forces in shorter amounts of time. Now our vertical jump should be through the roof. We should have far exceeded where we were at before. Now we're ready to really, really get after it. If you guys want to see what an off-season is going to look like for an athlete as we take them through it, each phase, or how we incorporate our plyos, our strength work, our mobility, all of that stuff, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, stay tuned for next week's coach.